Okay. These are all being recorded back to back, but here we get to see a new era. And so, in the last episode, in case you didn't see it, Brock and Jake got placed into stasis. So, yep. It's supposed to show how the world has changed. Also, I'm not gonna lie, one of my biggest problems with Rebirth is that it's kind of ugly. Especially since Rebirth 2 is such a beautiful, a beautiful level. Oh, look, did you see that Japanese tower? And the character of Link Oldman exists. It's just kind of like, wow, I really didn't think too much about that. Link Oldman, that's not a Japanese name. Again, that was just me being too faithful to the original story because... So, wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause it, okay. Cause okay. The character of Link Oldman, like I explained, was only called Link Oldman because Gary Oldman played Lord Shen in Kung Fu Panda 2, and I called him that in the original levels. So therefore, just keep it the same. Again, faithful to a fault, and you'll recognize that this has been a reoccurring issue in all the levels. Also, wow, this is such a different... Kennedy, are you ready for a great adventure to solve some of the greatest questions? Dallas, what are you talking about? Well, I may have taken some of our funding to take this trip. Now hold on, there's been many reports of power level increasing, and most of them are in Westport. Dallas, I hope you see what you are doing. Oh, I hope you know what you are doing. Progress, Kennedy. Progress. No sign of Hal. Forget him for now. We need to find the crystals. First question. Power spike at the Nightmare House? Oh boy, that is so outdated. Again, I talked about how I have a much better world building experience than all of that, honestly. Westport, and you saw Japanese inspired culture. Look, it's amazing you found the reasoning for the power spike, but maybe we shouldn't go near it. Are you kidding me? Look at it. It's amazing, and I'm going to it. I really do like this cutscene though. I wanted more cutscenes like these, but it was kind of a little too intense on the thermometer. And in case you don't know, the thermometer basically limits how advanced a level can get. So one thing about this level, Night Mode Towers, is one, this is probably the best level glow up from the original one, because the original Nightmare level sucked so much. Like, when I was doing a playthrough of the original levels, Nightmare was the one that I actually couldn't finish because it was so awful. Right. But another interesting part about this level is that it was actually the first level that was developed, because I remember it was like October, and I was like, oh, you know what? Let's build this one first because spooky. Wow. So yep. And believe it or not, the main reason why I collect all 21 skin, the main reason why is because initially it was just gonna be a really basic linear action platformer. But I realized that because of that, you know, the level kind of ended off really quickly. A lot quicker than I intended. So I filled it with collectibles to kind of naturally... Oh my god. To naturally not slow down the characters, but just not to slow down the players, but to slow down the players. Honestly, yeah. But in an odd way, it kind of worked. And I realized that I did kind of want this to be a collectathon, of course. Only problem is, Rebirth is already a full collectathon. Because, you know, unlike collectathons, where you kind of have a choice in what you get to collect, Rebirth, you always have to collect everything. Like every playthrough you do is basically 100% collecting. Otherwise, you can't progress into the next level. But you see that spear right there. This is actually the most important spear because it changed how everything was going to be. So I'm going to show you how it was originally supposed to be collected. So you see how I jumped like this? All the way back? Well, when I had a playtest to play it, he did this. That little move right there inspired the change. Instead of jumping all the way back, he chose to get it. He chose to kind of just do a little skip, and I thought to myself, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Because for a while, we just had like this section right here. So I was making them test out that. But yeah, this was the only section we had. This little platform. Actually, I can get that. So when I saw that skip, you know, instead of, you know, patching it out, I decided just to fully embrace, you know, the player making their own path. Unfortunately, again, it is kind of hampered by the fact that every playthrough is going to be 100% completing the level. But it was fun. It was a fun concept to dive deep into. Oh shoot. Honestly though, I'm gonna admit, Isaac, by the way, that's what Dallas was supposed to be called. Because Dallas was never supposed to be his official name. It was only meant as a temporary, but I couldn't come up with the term Isaac. I mean the name Isaac in time for the release date. But no, his name is Isaac, not Dallas. And then like I decided to add those spirits up on the tower because I thought, you know, this level is kind of whimsical, you know, why not just let the player fly? And it was a good decision, honestly, a really good call, because this actually ends up being a lot of people's fan favorites. This ends up being people's like favorite level, and it's definitely one of mine. Not my favorite. My favorite is the true, well actually, my favorite level is the 8th level. Oh look, here we get to see the arbitrary locker that stops you from being able to play as any character you want. See, because you need an electric character to do that. Yeah, thank goodness this part was replaced in Rebirth 2. Well, electric characters and fire characters don't really need no powers anymore, and they'll just there as a bonus. Wow. God, he gets beat up so fast. That's insane. Okay. honestly, like Nightmare, honestly, is probably one of the best levels because it is kind of the most linear levels. Because like I constantly hate to bring up the pain of the Rebirth, but Rebirth 2, but part of the reason why it does such a better job is because it really leans into the Mario 64 type of style of collectathon, where you don't have to 100% complete a level to complete the game. Meanwhile, this kind of takes a more of a sunshine approach, where if you want to beat the game, you have to complete each 7th level. No, I can't meet it. So, you know, having the level just being naturally more linear is kind of just a blessing in disguise, because you don't gotta search around these big levels to find each little piece. Because you just naturally are just progressing through the levels and just say, oh, that was one. And honestly, just like Nightmare, the original level, is such an ugly level, and this one is at least maybe like not highly detailed, but still a little whimsical looking. Oh, so I still remember the boss fight for this one. The boss fight for this one, the original one, was so awful. It genuinely was so stupid too. It was like a Five Nights at Freddy inspired type of boss fight. Well, Nightmare, freaking, or Nightmare. You basically have to shut the door on Nightmare, and it's just like I got rid of it very early on because I was like, does this really need to be in the game? And I said, no, not really. Oh, man. I did it. I found out the real reason for the power spike. Good God, what were you thinking going in there? I was thinking about progress, Kennedy. Well, let's go back to the lab. My voice is cracking because like I kept talking all day from my birthday party.